Automatic doors in a high-rise building are indeed required to be supplied by the emergency system. The rationale behind this requirement is rooted in ensuring the safety and facilitating the swift evacuation of occupants during emergency situations, particularly power outages. The International Building Code, or IG, Section 1010.11, stipulates that all doors within a means of egress must remain unlocked and unobstructed while the building is occupied. This encompasses automatic doors, which play a crucial role in providing accessible and efficient passage for individuals moving through the building. In the event of a power failure, automatic doors that are not connected to an emergency power source would cease to function, potentially impeding evacuation efforts and creating hazardous conditions. The emergency system serves as a backup power supply, ensuring that critical life safety systems, including automatic doors, continue to operate when the primary power source is disrupted. This ensures that automatic doors remain functional, allowing individuals to safely evacuate the building without being hindered by malfunctioning or inoperable doors. The specific requirements for emergency power systems vary depending on the jurisdiction and the applicable building codes. However, the general principle remains the same: automatic doors that are part of the means of egress must be connected to an emergency power source to maintain their functionality during a power outage. To further elaborate on this topic, let's delve into the technical aspects of emergency power systems and how they interface with automatic doors. Emergency power systems typically consist of a generator or a battery backup system that is capable of providing power to essential loads during a power outage. These systems are designed to automatically switch on when the normal power supply is interrupted, ensuring a seamless transition to emergency power. The connection between the emergency power system and the automatic doors is typically achieved through a transfer switch. This switch monitors the incoming power supply and automatically transfers the load to the emergency power source when a power failure is detected. The automatic doors are then powered by the emergency system, allowing them to continue functioning as intended. The power requirements for automatic doors vary depending on their size, type, and operating mechanisms. However, it is essential to ensure that the emergency power system is adequately sized to accommodate the power demands of all the automatic doors that are connected to it. This involves calculating the total power consumption of the doors and selecting an emergency power system that can provide sufficient power to operate them for the required duration. In addition to the power supply, it is also important to consider the control and monitoring aspects of the automatic door system. Many automatic door systems are equipped with sensors and control logic that govern their operation. These sensors detect the presence of individuals approaching the door and trigger the opening mechanism. The control logic ensures that the doors open and close smoothly and safely. During an emergency, it is crucial to maintain the functionality of these control and monitoring systems. This may involve connecting them to the emergency power system as well, ensuring that they continue to operate even when the primary power source is unavailable. Regular testing and maintenance of the emergency power system and the automatic door system are essential to ensure their proper functioning. This includes periodic testing of the generator or battery backup system to verify that it can provide power for the required duration. It also involves inspecting the automatic doors for any signs of damage or wear and tear and performing necessary repairs or replacements. Furthermore, it is important to train building personnel on the operation of the emergency power system and the automatic door system. This training should include instructions on how to manually operate the doors in the event of a system malfunction or a prolonged power outage. It should also cover the procedures for reporting any problems or concerns to the appropriate authorities. In conclusion, the requirement for supplying automatic doors in high-rise buildings with emergency power is a critical safety measure that ensures the safe and efficient evacuation of occupants during emergencies. By adhering to the International Building Code and implementing a well-designed emergency power system, building owners and managers can help to protect the lives and well-being of those who occupy the buildings. There are several other aspects to consider regarding the integration of automatic doors with emergency systems in high-rise buildings. Firstly, the type of automatic door system installed can influence the specific emergency power requirements. For instance, sliding doors, swinging doors, and revolving doors each have unique operating mechanisms and power consumption profiles. The emergency power system must be designed to accommodate the specific needs of each type of door system. Secondly, the location of the automatic doors within the building is another important factor. Doors located in critical egress pathways, such as stairwells and main exits, should be prioritized for emergency power backup. These doors are essential for facilitating evacuation, and their continued operation during a power outage is paramount. Thirdly, the duration of emergency power backup is a critical consideration. Building codes typically specify a minimum duration for which emergency power systems must be able to operate. This duration is intended to provide sufficient time for occupants to evacuate the building safely. The emergency power system for automatic doors must be capable of providing power for at least this minimum duration. Fourthly, the coordination between the automatic door system and the fire alarm system is essential. In the event of a fire, the fire alarm system can trigger the automatic doors to open, facilitating evacuation. The emergency power system must be capable of supporting this coordinated operation, ensuring that the doors open as intended when the fire alarm is activated. Fifthly, the accessibility requirements of the automatic doors must be maintained during an emergency. Automatic doors are often used by individuals with disabilities, and it is important to ensure that these individuals can continue to use the doors safely during a power outage. The emergency power system should be designed to maintain the accessibility features of the doors, such as the opening force and speed. Sixthly, the signage and labeling of the automatic doors and the emergency power system are important for safety and awareness. The doors should be clearly labeled to indicate that they are equipped with emergency power backup. The emergency power system should also be labeled to indicate its purpose and operation. Seventhly, the training of building staff on the operation and maintenance of the automatic doors and the emergency power system is crucial. Staff should be trained on how to manually operate the doors in the event of a power outage, as well as how to troubleshoot and resolve any problems with the emergency power system. Eighthly, the regular inspection and maintenance of the automatic doors and the emergency power system are essential for ensuring their continued reliability. The doors should be inspected for any signs of damage or wear, and the emergency power system should be tested regularly to verify its functionality. Ninthly, the documentation of the automatic door system and the emergency power system is important for compliance and maintenance purposes. The documentation should include detailed information about the system design, installation, operation, and maintenance procedures. Tenthly, the compliance with all applicable building codes and regulations is essential. Building codes typically specify requirements for emergency power systems, automatic doors, and other life safety systems. It is important to ensure that the design, installation, and operation of the automatic door system and the emergency power system comply with all applicable codes and regulations. In addition to these considerations, it is also important to note that the specific requirements for emergency power systems and automatic doors may vary depending on the jurisdiction and the applicable building codes. It is essential to consult with local building officials and qualified engineers to ensure that the design and installation of the automatic door system and the emergency power system meet all applicable requirements. By carefully considering all of these factors, building owners and managers can ensure that automatic doors in high-rise buildings are equipped with reliable emergency power backup, providing a safe and accessible means of egress for occupants during emergencies. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, also plays a crucial role in ensuring the safe and reliable installation of emergency power systems for automatic doors. The NEC provides detailed requirements for the wiring, overcurrent protection, grounding, and other electrical aspects of these systems. For example, NEC Section 700 covers emergency systems, outlining the requirements for the source of power, transfer equipment, and wiring methods. This section mandates that emergency systems must be designed and installed to provide a reliable source of power within a specified time frame after a power outage. NEC Section 701 addresses legally required standby systems, which are systems that are required by law or code to provide power to specific loads, such as automatic doors in certain occupancies. This section provides requirements for the installation and testing of these systems. NEC Section 702 covers optional standby systems, which are systems that are installed to provide power to non-essential loads during a power outage. While automatic doors are typically not considered optional standby load, it is important to ensure that the emergency power system is not overloaded by non-essential loads, which could compromise its ability to power the automatic doors. In addition to these general requirements, the NEC also includes specific requirements for the wiring and overcurrent protection of automatic door circuits. For example, NEC Section 430 covers motors, motor circuits, and controllers, which may be applicable to some automatic door systems. This section provides requirements for the sizing of conductors, overcurrent protection devices, and motor controllers. NEC Section 620 covers elevators, dumbwaiters, escalators, moving walks, wheelchair lifts, and stair-with-chair lifts, which may be relevant to automatic doors that are used in conjunction with these systems. This section provides requirements for the wiring, overcurrent protection, and control of these systems. It is important to note that the NEC is a minimum standard, and local jurisdictions may have additional requirements that must be met. It is essential to consult with local electrical inspectors and qualified electrical engineers to ensure that the installation of the emergency power system for automatic doors complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Furthermore, it is important to use qualified and licensed electricians to perform the electrical work associated with the installation of the emergency power system. These electricians have the training and experience necessary to ensure that the work is performed safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. In addition to the NEC, other standards and guidelines may be relevant to the design and installation of emergency power systems for automatic doors. For example, NFPA 101, the Life Safety Code, provides requirements for the means of egress in buildings, including requirements for the operation of doors during emergencies. NFPA 110, Standard for Emergency and Standby Power Systems, provides requirements for the performance and maintenance of emergency power systems. These standards provide valuable guidance for ensuring the safety and reliability of emergency power systems for automatic doors. By adhering to these standards and guidelines, building owners and managers can help to protect the lives and well-being of those who occupy their buildings. It is crucial to remember that the emergency power system is only one component of a comprehensive life safety plan for a high-rise building. Other important components include fire alarm systems, sprinkler systems, smoke control systems, and evacuation plans. All of these components must work together to ensure the safe and efficient evacuation of occupants during an emergency. Regular drills and training exercises are essential to ensure that building occupants are familiar with the evacuation plan and know how to respond in an emergency. Building staff should also be trained on the operation of the emergency power system and other life safety systems. By taking a comprehensive approach to life safety, building owners and managers can create a safer environment for all occupants.